Hello. Am I audible? If I'm not, then just let me know in the chat. Okay. Hello guys. I'm Lasya N from Amrita Vishwa Vidyabhita. I'm a second year BTech student in cybersecurity, and I'll be taking a session on introduction to CTFs. So what is InCTF? It is a CTF which is conducted by Team Bios from Amrita Vishwa Vidyabhitam Amritapuri campus. It is conducted for students from grade 7 to grade 12, and it is an individual CTF competition, and it is a free of cost for registration. Okay, now we'll be looking into what is a CTF. So a CTF is a cybersecurity oriented competition where you have to solve challenges and you have to find flags, and when you submit the flags you earn points which will increase your position in the scoreboard. So InCTF Junior is a CTF aimed towards high schoolers to serve as a learning experience. So why do CTF exist? So by playing CTFs, you can learn how real cyber attack happens, but in a very safe and in a controlled environment. Now we'll be looking at the types of CTFs. So there are two types of CTFs, which are Jeopardy and Attack Defense Style. In Jeopardy style CTF, there's a platform which is given to the participants, and it hosts different categories like forensics, cryptography, reverse engineering, etc. And the participants have to solve these challenges which are pressing to earn points. And in attack and defense style CTFs, there are two servers, and you have to secure your own server while attacking the opponent's server. So this attack defense style CTF, they mimic real world cybersecurity defense. Now we'll be looking more into Jeopardy style. Most CTFs are online CTFs, and even InCTF J, which is going to happen, is an online CTF. So in Jeopardy style, there are several challenges for you to solve. So once you solve the challenge, you get a flag, and when you submit a flag, the team earns points, and the team or individual with the highest points win the CTF. Now we'll be looking at how the challenges work. So we'll be looking now at what a flag is. So a flag is basically a piece of text that you have to submit to earn more points. So each CTF has its own format, flag format, and in our case, it is in CTFJ, and levels of difficulty. So each category has different levels of difficulty, like easy, medium, and hard. So when you solve these levels of challenges, you earn the desired points, and your position on the scoreboard will be increased. Now we'll be looking into different challenge categories. Like cryptography, reverse engineering, forensics, web exploitation, boundary exploitation. First, we'll be going through cryptography. So, cryptography is basically the science of keeping our information secret. So, unknowingly, we use this cryptography every day in our day-to-day life. For example, I'm pretty sure every one of you use WhatsApp, right? So you must have noticed something called as the messages are end-to-end encrypted. So have you guys ever looked into what that actually means? So it's nothing but the messages that you are sending and them that you're receiving is basically encrypted and decrypted. And there are also many real-world applications of cryptography, and it's widely used in online banking to protect the transactions, and passwords are stored securely on the servers, and for secure browsing, and etc. So the main objective of cryptography is to ensure that only the intended person can access the information. Even if the others intercept it, they will not be able to know what that information actually is. Now we'll be looking into reverse engineering. So in very basic and general terms, reverse engineering means taking a program, taking a part of a program to understand it from the inside. So I'm pretty sure all of you have heard of cracked versions of Spotify and other apps, right? So what do you think these cracked versions are? So it is nothing but you take the original source code of the app and you remove its protection to make it free for you to use. And in a CTF style, participants receive an executable file which can be analyzed using different tools. For example, engineers, they break a part of the software to find bugs, to find bugs. And in CTFs, you'll be given a program and you have to figure out how it actually works, and you have to exploit it to find a hidden flag. Next, we'll be looking at forensics. So, forensics is digital investigation about recovering or recovering hidden or deleted information. For example, it is finding out how a hacker has entered a network, or also about how a cybercrime department recovers chats from a phone. So, when you look in terms of CTFs, you analyze files, network logs, or data to find the hidden flags. Next, we'll be looking into web exploitation. So, web exploitation, it involves identifying weaknesses in a web application to access the information. So, in very simple terms, web exploitation focuses on weakness in a website. For example, you have a search bar. So now you can exploit this search bar to reveal hidden information. Another example is that for example, you have a website. So now you can again exploit this website and you can expose the user data. In CTFs, you test websites for common vulnerabilities, and from that you find the hidden flag. So the main objective of web exploitation is to understand how the application works beneath the surface, and you use that knowledge to retrieve the hidden flag. Also, the chat is down because of a small misconfiguration. It will be up from tomorrow onwards. Now, we'll be looking into binary exploitation. So, in simple and general terms, binary exploitation is about finding low-level bugs in a program. Um for example, you can exploit a vulnerable program to get unauthorized control. And binary exploitation, it resembles real-world scenarios where attackers find bugs in software and they turn them into security issues. So in binary exploitation, you do not attack a website or decode a message. You directly interact with the program that the computer runs. Okay, now we'll be going through a few FAQs. So the first one is, do I need experience to join a CTF? No, you do not need any experience. But then there are many beginner-friendly CTFs that you can play, and InCTF is one of them. What are flags? So flags are special strings that you find as a proof of solving a challenge, and they're in a very specific format. And in our case, it is in CTFJ. So do I play alone or as a team? So most CTFs are team-based events, but there are many individual CTFs as well, and in CTFJ is one of them. Am I allowed to Google? Yes. You are encouraged to use all the resources that are available on Google, but collaborating with other players is not encouraged because we don't want to spoil the fun, right? Okay, next, do I need to know coding or programming? Not necessarily. You can think of CTFs as a way of learning how to code and program. Next, what do I need to participate? All you need is a laptop and a very good internet connection. Linux is recommended, but it's not really mandatory. Okay, so how do I learn? We have a BIOS wiki page where you can get all the resources from the basic introduction to each category wise introduction and all the necessary things that you have to know in each category. So you can scan this QR code and it will take you to BIOS wiki. Okay, so how do you have to register? So you can visit this website, and then from there you can register for InCTF Junior. Now we'll be having a live demo where you can see how to register and how to join the Discord server. Okay, so just open a new tab and type InCTF J. So you can click on the first link that you find here, which is InCTF Junior 2025. And when you click on it, you will find a page like this. So if you want to register, you can just, yeah. If you want to register, you can just click on register now. If you're new and you haven't registered yet, you can just click on register here, and you can enter your email here, and when you get started with it, you will receive a OTP through your email, and you can verify it, and you have created your account. Now I'll be showing you around the dashboard. So this is the page for InCTF Junior. So this is the dashboard where you can find the time and all the notifications that you get here. This is the challenges page where there are different challenges like web, binary, crypto, forensics, and others. And you can filter it by difficulty, like all the beginner challenges only for each category, or all the beginner for only the forensic category. And you can also filter it according to your solved or unsolved, partial, unattempted, etc. So, for example, if you have solved this challenge, you can, if you're going to solve this challenge, you can click on the view attachments here. You can download the challenge file which is given. After solving it, you can take your flag and submit it here. And if it's the correct flag, you'll get a green message showing that the flag is correct, or not, a red message that says it is the wrong flag. And now this is the scoreboard where you can see the points and everything for all the players, and you can also see what and all challenges that you have solved. Okay. Okay. So um, yeah, we'll be going over through BIOS wiki page now. So now this is the BIOS wiki page. So it's just an introduction and what is a CTF, and here you can see the contents. So here is a page for the basics. Um, Here you can see Linux and what Python is and what Linux is. And now if you want to install WSL, which is basically Windows subsystem for Linux. You can install it with the help of this commands which are given here. And there's also Linux commands for you to go through it. So, and here you can also find the basics for each and every category. So in reversing, you can get started with C language and assembly programming, binary analysis, and the tools that are used in reverse engineering, and for binary exploitation. Again, you have different resources for Stack Overflow, format string vulnerability, and others. And for forensics, here you have the basic introduction and all the different tools that are used in different categories like image forensics, network forensics, and memory forensics. And next here is a steganography. Again, you can go through the introduction, and there are also a list of tools that are present, and you can go through each and every one of them. Next is cryptography. So again, in cryptography here, you can go through the basics of stream cipher, block cipher, number theory, RSA, and others. Next is web. You can go through the all the topics that are present here, like cookies, file upload vulnerability, SQL injection, voice command injection, XSS, and SOP. Now I'll be showing you guys how to join the Discord server. So here you should just click on join Discord now, and you can create a Discord account. So yes, you've been invited. So now you can see this pop-up message which says you've been invited to join InCTF Junior. So you can just accept. So yes, so this is the welcome page. And these are the rules for InCTF Junior. And I'm pretty sure you all can see this in CTF 2025. So under this, there's announcements. So all the announcements that are related to InCTF 2025 will be made here. And so if you have any doubts or queries, you can raise a ticket here. So before you can raise a ticket, there are few things that you have to complete before you can start. So just click on create ticket. So here you can just type in whatever doubts you have, and then one of us will be clarifying it. So that's it for today. Thank you. I hope you guys have understood the basic introduction to CTFs. So we'll be having category-wise sessions, and you'll be updated soon in the announcement server. So you guys, if you have any doubts, you can raise tickets in the server and we'll clarify them for you. Thank you guys for attending. And again, if you have any doubts, you can open a ticket in the server. Thank you. Bye.